And Graham Greene was a close friend of Narayan, whom Narayan spent a few manuscripts of his novel, and Graham Greene was instrumental in getting publishers for Narayan's first four novels. So it was a kind of support from Graham Greene that Narayan got global publishers for his first novels, and he got global exposure as an Indian novelist in English through the help and support of Graham Greene. Professor Chandravadia?
Yeah, in 1930, R.K. Narayan brought a novel, Swami and Tate. Nobody was ready to publish the book in India. R.K. Narayan sent the manuscript to one of his friends at Oxford. Through this, the manuscript reached to Graham Greene, who suggested the change of a title, and it became Swami and his friends. Found a publisher. Another three novels, The Financial Expert, The English Teacher, The Bachelor of Arts, all the first four novels of R.K. Narayan published due to the support of Graham Greene, who found that this man is coming out of the soil, which is very creative, and he is going to do something in Indian literature as well as the world literature in English.
So he is capable enough to find the stuff which was lying inside Narayan, and what we see today, the Narayan of today, is due to Graham Greene. In our next slide, we are going to see the major works of Narayan. Beginning with Swami and Friends, he wrote 14 novels. His contribution to literary field is 14 novels, and the first novel is Swami and Friends. My Dateless Diary and other non-fiction works are having writing 11. It's a funny term here, but they are in 11 in total. So the number of non-fictional works is 11. So Professor Chandravadia call it writing 11.
R.K. Narayan, he doesn't keep friends around, so he always kept as we have cricketing 11, here he had writing 11.
Okay. And Malgudi Days and other 5 short story collections ending with The Grandmother's Tale. So 14 novels, 11 non-fiction works, and 5 short story collections.
6 short story collection along with
Malgudi Days. So 6 short story collections. These are the outputs of R.K. Narayan. Now let us go on the novel we are supposed to discuss today, that is The Guide. So the students of English literature might have gone through the title and other parts, but we are going to focus on main points of this novel. The Guide, it was Narayan's 8th novel, published in 1958. It earned him Sahitya Akademi Award in 1961, and the novel was adapted for film and for Broadway. This Broadway is a new concept to some of our students. So would you like to say about something, Professor Chandravadia?
Broadway is in a way, a kind of company that performs on the stage. R.K. Narayan's Guide, which was adapted not only for the film, for the drama also, and that drama was performed in so many countries and in so many languages. And this is how the Broadway is familiar to all of us. One more thing is, we must remember regarding the Guide is, during 1956, R.K. Narayan was in United States under the Rockefeller Fellowship. He brought the guide during that travel. There are so many questions that may come to our mind while going through the guide. If we try to find answers to the questions in the Malgudi world, then we may not find its proper answers. But if we remember that United States gave the seed material of the guide, though it is backgrounded and based in the Malgudi world, we find some revolutionary steps that R.K. Narayan took in the novel. Returning from USA, when he came to India in 1958, the guide was published. It was very popular and creative that it earned the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1961. Before the publication of the guide, R.K. Narayan established himself as a writer. Indian reading community, critical community outside India, they knew the man, and this man in his 8th novel came out with so many wonderful things that we are going to follow.
Certainly, yes. Professor Chandra Wadia, now let us directly go towards the salient features of this novel. Up to this point, we have discussed that R.K. Narayan, how he became a profound writer and what was his contribution to the literary arena. And Narayan, in his 8th novel, The Guide, makes wonderful things for readers. It was justified in different points of this slide. Now we are going to discuss one by one some salient features of the novel. It will be very useful to the students who study the guide. So in our next slide, we are looking through the novel in a nutshell. Now it is support, or it is a kind permission from Professor Chandra Wadia that he should look at the novel in very brief manner, or in other words, he should throw light on the summary part of the novel. Professor Chandra Wadia.
The story of Railway Raju runs into 11 chapters. It presents Raju, his childhood, his manhood, his affairs, his short-lived success, and his ultimate failure. Overall, Raju seems ill-fated guide. The word guide comes in the novel in more than one interpretation. Raju wants to guide his family, but he could not run the shop of his father at Malgudi railway station. Thus he fails to guide his family. Then he decides to become a tourist guide. The outsiders who come to Malgudi to look at his Mempi Hills and other areas around. During such encounter, he meets Rosie and her husband Marco, falls in love with this beautiful snake dancer Rosie, who is the neglected wife of the archaeologist Marco, interested in the research of the caves and wished to write a book, ultimately wrote also. Raju sexploits Rosie. Marco goes out of their life. They live together against the wish of Raju's mother and maternal uncle, because they wished Raju to marry somewhere else in traditional Malgudi family. Rosie kept a dream to become a dancer, as she belonged to a dancing community. Encouraged by Raju, she tries to become a great dancer. Her dancing career succeeds under the name of Nalini, whereas Raju becomes Raj. Raju is a very commercial person, earns money for the first time in his life, but their happiness doesn't last long, as Raju is over commercial, having lots of ambitions. One day receives a letter from Marco's lawyer for the sign of Rosie that they might be having some jewelry box or like that. Raju, the commercial Raju, forges the sign of Rosie. As a result, he had to go to jail for 2 years. Rosie returns to Marco. The tourist guide comes to an end here. After release, he passes through a village. Now he has to guide himself. But in the village, he is mistaken for a saint, and Raju becomes a pseudo saint, in a way a kind of spiritual guide. Once again, all the villagers, they see, kind of superpower in this man. Unfortunately for Raju, there is a famine and he is tight cornered to observe fasts. He tells a villagers to bring food, but the villager translates his order in the village that our saint will not eat until it rains. People meet together and declare that Raju or our saint has decided to fast for 14 days. The news spread in Malgudi world, outside Malgudi world, and outside India as well. The place becomes very much alive, where so many things happen. At 12th day, Raju visits the river Saryu, where he sets down declaring that it is raining in the hills. The end is riddling. R.K. Narayan leaves the matter on the reader, who can conclude the death of Raju also, and who can conclude that it rains and Raju survives. This is what the story in a nutshell.
So you very humorously put, Professor Chandra Adya, that it's a story of a guide. The transformation of guide from one to other thing happens so humorously. First of all, a social guide, then tourist guide, then professional guide, and ultimately a spiritual guide. So we do not have one guide in the novel, but there are 4 guides in the novel. First of all, he tries to provide social support to his family, so social guide. Then he becomes a tourist guide for tourists in Malgudi. Then his relationship with Rosie or Nalini, and he becomes professional guide of Nalini, and ultimately through miscommunication or misunderstanding he becomes a spiritual guide. And in all the roles of these guideships, Raju is successful. So what I could gather from these things, that Raju, though the central figure of the novel, remains one of the interesting character throughout the novel. Is it right, Professor Chandra?
Throughout the novel and throughout the Indian novel in general.
Yes.
Raju is a very famous character, though misguided.
Misguided guide.
Yeah.
Yes. In our next slide, now we are going to discuss one by one the salient features related to the novel The Guide. Background and theme. Narayan makes an interesting story out of very ordinary day-to-day incidents of life. Again, the background of town Malgudi gets a theme of romance and realism. Narayan believed that immorality doesn't pay well. Though not a propagandist, he views love, sex, and marriage in the novel. So, as it is said earlier, that in his all novels,